This out. Doesn't this look like a fun project for the kids on a rainy day, a snow day perhaps, or just sometime when the kids are bored? Well, this is something you can build yourself, and we're going to get a lesson from our home improvement expert, Brad Staggs. The neat thing about this is your kids are going to be learning some good home improvement skills.
Which is a skill that is sadly lacking in kids today. They don't
and in
know
parents too.
Well, you know what? We need to teach our kids how to do things with their hands, because otherwise, who's going to build the next generation of stuff?
Right.
So these are great ways to, with very little, very few parts really, to show them how to hammer, to show them how to sand things, to show them how to use a screwdriver. It's just a nice little skill set to have.
Yeah, this is a cool kit. You're going to get started building it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll
All
just,
right.
and the only thing I've done before this is preset the nails. So hopefully this will all go together.
While you're starting on this, let me tell you a little bit about it. This is from Red Toolbox Jr. It's a candy maze kit, and all the pieces and parts come in it, which is nice, except for the hammer. You've got to have that.
Yes, you do have to have the hammer. But and as we spoke of before, this is a nice place for a little tack hammer. You don't have to have that 28-ounce framing hammer.
In fact, you decimate it if you use that.
Yeah, this would be a pile of splinters otherwise. So, yep, we just hammer those four in. The next thing that happens is the bottom goes on.
And of course, there is an instruction manual that you use.
Real men don't read the instructions.
Yeah, I know, but you might want to encourage your kids to do
That's
that,
true.
right?
Yeah, this is actually a very good way to get your kids used to reading instructions.
Yeah, and it's just pictures, there aren't words, so even the youngest kids could look at the pictures and follow along.
Exactly. I mean, this thing's almost done, quite honestly, and we hammer this little jewel onto the end there, and then we put it through the box like that. Did I get that right? I think so.
You're asking me?
Yeah, right. And we hammer that on. I think I did this one a little bit. No, I think I got that right.
You want to see the original?
I mean, I put the bottom on the top.
I'm going to eat candy while you're doing this. This looks pretty
You know,
good.
the great thing about it is, if you make a mistake, take it apart. Now, in the instructions, it says to use glue.
So you would glue the pieces together first and then hammer them.
And hammer them. But look at that. I mean, literally in how many minutes? 2, maybe 3.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, that goes out. I don't want to force it. I don't want to break anything. But that goes all the way down in, and then the top goes on. And
well, first you got to load it up with candy.
Well, that's just it. And it does not come with candy, by the way. So you do have to provide the candy. But this is just a great way to get the kids to actually learn how to use tools.
What a neat thing.
Yeah.
Look at some of the other things that they have too. This is a mini soccer table. So there's a little soccer ball in here that you can put in and kind of play the game.
Yeah, like a little foosball table. I mean, these things are great. And again, they're not so many parts that you get lost in it. And the birdhouse is, it's a bird feeder. It looks like a birdhouse, but it's a bird feeder. And I kept wondering why you put the plexiglass over the door. How do the birds get in? Well, they don't get in.
It's a feeder.
Yeah, it's a feeder. Brad,
it looks like a birdhouse.
I can build them. I just don't know how to use them. Just kidding.
But you do learn how to sand with this?
Yes, and that's the really neat part, is it comes with sandpaper, it comes with all the little brads, it comes with the screws, it comes with all the pieces, and the holes are pre-drilled.
Nice.
So it's pretty hard to mess it up.
Now you can find things like this in your local hardware stores and big box stores and things like that.
Yeah, and actually we discovered this particular company, Red Toolbox, at the hardware show, because we go to all of the hardware show and the consumer electronics show. We look for things all the time. And they were at the hardware show, and they have a fabulous line of things just to get kids, I love their goal, to get kids learning how to use their hands. It's just such a great, it's kind of like the Mike Rowe principle. We've got to get back to work.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to preach, but we do. We've
well,
got to
I mean,
use our
they're
hands.
great texting and using computers and things like that, but just the hands-on work kind of stuff.
You have to know which end of the hammer to hold.
For sure.
That's the key. So, yeah, these are great kits, again, for a rainy day, just to teach your kids, to spend a little quality time with them.
That's nice.
You know, I love it. And they're not expensive.
You can find all of these things at Tool Skool, that's school with a K, toolskool.com. That's where we find a lot of good information about Brad as well. And we've got a lot more still to come. Our expert Brad Staggs has put all these tips and lots more into one great resource. We'll break down some helpful hints from his home improvement book after this.